The ring light makes our eyes look crazy. Still see my bruise a bit. Oh. I look blotchy. Got you. Hey guys! So today we wanted to film a video talking about some tips and tricks that we've used to get through school. I mean, we haven't completed it yet, but we've gotten pretty far. Like, it's hard.
It is,
People have jobs and commitments and extracurriculars, and
it's hard to stay organized and get all your schoolwork done and feel like you're being productive throughout the day. Just balancing everything.
So we just compiled our 5 best tips, and we're gonna jump into them.
So our first tip is to keep an agenda. We like to keep physical agenda books. This is what mine looks like. I got mine from Michael's.
This is what mine looks like, and I got mine from Chapters.
So we like to keep ours with us at all times, so if anything comes up throughout the day, we can put any appointments or meetings in it, as well as anything we want to get done that day. I like to keep a mini to-do list if I think of things I want to get done by the end of the day.
I would also, we like to keep more than, like, our schedules in more than one places. So for example, we have like wall calendars and this, and I also use my phone or my Google Calendar. So I would just make sure you're being consistent with everything, because you don't want to start putting half of your commitments in one agenda and the other half in another, and then you realize you're missing stuff and as unorganized as ever. So be consistent with it.
So I like my agendas to have 2 things. I like an overview of the entire month, like this, and then I like them to have the weeks laid out, kind of in a list, so I can keep myself up to date every day. Obviously I like to color code things. I have like which class is which, something for appointments, something for special events, just so I can stay more organized.
Yeah, and something that I found in this agenda that was really cool, they have like a monthly like breakdown, and I have like, I can track my workouts and my expenses and appointments all in like this like one
That is cute.
nicely laid out spreadsheet. It's amazing. Our second tip is make sure you're dedicating enough time to sleep. People really underestimate the power of sleep. And you know, if you're tired all the time, you're not performing as well, you're stressed, you'll gain weight. There's just so much that's related to lack of sleep, and you just don't want to get stuck in that trap.
And we definitely know what it's like to have a busy schedule, but it is really important to wind down after a busy day. I usually have my showers at night, like just have a wind down, like spa sort of routine. You can drink lots of water and tea before bed. You can read a book, journal, mind dump. That's the Katie thing.
Really big thing is putting your screens away before bed. I know this whole like blue light stuff is becoming like big in the media, but really just putting away your computer, your phone, really give your brain a chance to shut off.
So another thing we've learned being students and vloggers and running a business and working and trying to stay in shape and list goes on, is you don't have time for everything. We love to be busy, we love to be a part of everything, but there is like a point that it's
too much.
Yeah, you don't have enough time for everything. So do learn to say no to commitments that don't necessarily make you happy or add anything to your life. You don't have to say yes to everything, and by no means do you have to stay in something that you originally committed to if it's not helping you at all, if it's just becoming a stress factor. I think that's something we've kind of realized in our later years of school.
Yeah, had to do that recently a couple times. It's not fun, but I mean, just have to be honest with yourself. There's no point in running yourself down or sacrificing your schoolwork. Like, at the end of the day, we're here to get an education, and there's no point in throwing that out the window because we want to be on 6 extracurriculars. So just be smart about your decisions.
Yeah, and something we keep saying to ourselves this semester is that we would rather put our time and energy into something that's gonna move ourselves forwards in life, or something that's gonna fulfill us in whichever way. So definitely just keep that in mind.
So our 4th tip is make sure your phone is out of sight when you're getting work done. You don't realize how much it interrupts you throughout the day, and honestly, you'll be so much more productive in such a shorter amount of time by just having that physically away.
Yeah, I like it when I'm doing work. If I have my backpack, I physically put my phone in the zippered pocket or in the button-up pocket in my jacket, so I literally would have to put in work to go find it, and then you just don't feel like you're reaching forward or checking it every 5 seconds.
Yeah, and something that I have is an app called Moment. I know there's many phone usage tracking apps, but this is the one that I found works best for me, and every day it gives me a notification on how much time I was spent on like my screen the day before. So when I started using it, I was up to around 4 or 5 hours a day, which is like crazy. And I went kind of on like a social media cleanse, deleted like Snapchat and like a bunch of my social media apps, and I went down to like 2 hours. And even now I've reinstated all those things, but I've just learned to use it so much less.
And I haven't deleted anything or any of my accounts or anything, but I have gone so far as to turn off my Instagram notifications and my Snapchat notifications. So all I get is the little bubble on my app if I get a Snapchat, but it doesn't come up on my home screen, so I'm less inclined to check my phone. And then when I'm like, okay, I do deserve a phone break, I go and then I check all my notifications in the app as opposed to them popping up in my face all the time. Okay, so the last thing we wanted to mention is actually go and make time for friends and fun, like each other. So I used to be on a really busy cheerleading team, and then I was an athlete, and it was just really hard to have any free time. And I would always tell myself that I have to be doing work at every given second that I have, and it was really counterproductive because I sort of shot so high, and then I'd be like exhausted from practice or the day, and I wouldn't get done what I had told myself I would, and I honestly just felt defeated. So I think something this semester that I've really been good with is we have packed schedules for class Tuesday, Thursday. Somehow it just worked out like that, but I tell myself that I won't do work those days, and then if I do, I feel a lot better. And if I don't, then I'm like, yeah, no worries, I'll do them tomorrow.
So another thing is, if you have class or like only or a lot of serious commitments with a friend, like Linds and I, we run a business, we're in class together, and we do this, it's really important to make time when you're hanging out with each other and all of your serious commitments are like not allowed to be talked about. Like, you became friends for a reason, and it's really important to nurture that relationship, and or else you're just gonna lose your friendship. You're just gonna be a business partner or something, and that'd be horrible.
We actually did get into sort of a cycle last year, and all we would do is schoolwork and business and stuff. And actually Katie's boyfriend at one point was like, what do you mean you guys are having a friend date? Like, you always hang out together, you're always together. And we're like, no, we're in class together, we're doing homework together, we're filming together, we're doing Linds and Katie business stuff. Like,
we're not actually just hanging out together.
We literally ask each other all the time, we're like, when's the last time we actually like hung out? Like, yeah, how's your life going?
Like 90s or whatever your number is not that important. Okay, if you are gonna stress yourself out, like, to reach these super high goals and just be miserable and achieve them, you're gonna look back and wish that you didn't do that. Again, that was us last year. All we did was study, work out, like, and yeah, we got like 90s, but then I look back and I'm like, I saw no friends. I had 2 days of fun pretty much.
No social outings. Like, it's really important to just be well-rounded. Like, focus on your relationships and your friendships. Call your mom. Like,
enjoy your time at university, because now we met in first year, and like now we just selected courses for second semester in our last semester of our last year, and we're like, where did this time go? And I don't wish I studied more. Every time I look back and wish that I had gone out with my friends or gone to trivia and
or gone to that event you didn't think you would be interested in, but someone invited you to. I think just say yes more to new things as well. Like, I'm like, oh no, I don't have time for that, I have to study. But it's like, you can really take an hour of your time, go do something fun. Like, it actually is really good for your productivity, I'm finding.
No, for sure. And you don't have to be perfect.
Nobody's perfect, I gotta work it. So these are just some tips that we've acquired over the many years of school, and I'm sure we still have a couple left in us. But if you have any suggestions for stress managing or time managing, let us know. We're always open to new things.
Absolutely. And if you want to hear anything else about how we manage school and a busy life, or any questions at all, we are always open to talking. We love chatting with you guys. So
make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.